Hi everyone. Our lesson for today is expansion. So we want to see how we expand and simplify. Most cases when we expand, later we need to simplify. All right. The first one here says 2 multiplied by 3 minus 3x minus 4. So to expand in a situation like this, the value we have outside has to multiply every term in the bracket. Okay. So if this 2 multiplies this 3x, it will give us 6x. If the same 2 multiplies this other 1 minus 4, 2 times 3x is 6x, 2 times minus 4, it will give us minus 8. So this is all what we mean by basic expansion. But here we cannot simplify further simply because 6x and minus 8, they are unlike terms. Unlike terms, we cannot subtract them. Okay, here again, what we have outside is 3x squared. 3x squared has to multiply every term in the bracket. So to do this, we say 3x squared times 1. It will give us 3x squared. 3x squared times minus 4x. 3x squared times minus 4x. To do this one in a very simple way, let the numbers multiply themselves. Later, the variables multiply themselves. So 3x squared times minus 4x. It is like 3 times minus 4 minus 12. X squared times x to the power 1 is x to the power 3. Remember what we are told in indices. When you have a case like this, you multiply variables, same variables with the same or different powers. You take one base, then you add this one to give us 5. So if x is power 2, x is power 1, you multiply them, you have x to the power 3. So these are unlike terms. We cannot subtract them because x with a power of 3, x with a power of 2. So this is the result we have. In a simple case, 3x squared times 1, 3x squared. 3x squared times minus 4x minus 12x cubed. All right. Now we come to this again. 4y squared times 3x. 4y squared times 3x. Number multiplies number. Letter multiplies letter. So 4 times 3 is 12. Y squared times x is xy squared. Xy squared. So 4y squared times 3x is 12xy squared. Now this is to multiply this again. Yeah, 4y squared times minus 2xy. A number multiplies a number. A letter multiplies a letter. So 4 times minus 2 is minus 8. Y squared times xy is xy to the power 3. See, there is no x here, there is x. It appears once. Y power 2 times y power 1, y to the third power. Okay, this is also what we have. Because they are unlike terms, we cannot simplify further. So here is another. Minus 3pq times minus 3q. So if this one multiplies this, a number multiplies a number, minus 3 times minus 3 is positive 9. A letter multiplies a letter. PQ times Q is PQ to the second power. PQ squared. Okay, now this has to multiply this again. Minus 3PQ times minus P squared Q. Minus 3 times minus 1 is plus 3. minus 3 times minus 1 minus 3. P times P squared, P cube, Q times Q, Q squared. So this is what we have. Now, this case is different. Okay, so what we do is, here we have two sets of brackets. This multiplies this bracket. Okay, so what do? We start with these two. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times minus x minus 2x. We are done with 2. It is time to consider x. This 2 multiplies everything here. Likewise, this x multiplies everything here. So 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times minus x is minus 2x. Now, time to use what? X. X times 3 is 3x. X times minus x minus x squared. So here we have what? Like terms. Minus 2x plus 3x. They are like terms. So minus 2 plus 3 is plus 1. So we have plus 1x, then minus x squared. But whenever one serves as a coefficient, it is needless for it to be written. So we can choose to ignore it. Okay. So likewise here, x times 2x, we have 2x squared. X times 4, we have 4x. So we have applied the x to multiply every term here. It is time for us to use minus 3. Minus 3 times 2x minus 6x minus 3 times 4 minus 12. The first thing we do, we use this one to multiply every term here. When we are done, we use the second again to multiply every term in the second bracket. Okay, so we can see that the two middle terms, they are like terms. We can add them, we can subtract them. So we say 2x squared minus 4 plus 4 minus 6 is minus 2. So we say minus 2x minus 12. So this is the result we have. We cannot add or subtract any two terms because there are no two terms that are alike. Any two terms there are unlike terms. Sometimes we may be given like this to simplify. So we know that 3 squared means 3 times 3. And 5 squared means 5 times 5. So when you square the bracket multiplies the same bracket. So we say 4x minus 1, 4x minus 1. So we start with this one. 4x times 4x. 4 times 4 is 16. X times x is x squared. 4x times minus 1 minus 4x. Remember, any value number you multiply by 1 is the value itself, the number itself. So we are done with 4x. Now we want to use minus 1. Minus 1 times 4x minus 4x. Minus 1 times minus 1 plus 1. Minus 1 times minus 1 is plus 1. So this gives 16x squared. These two are like terms. Minus 8x plus 1. So this is what we have. Now, let's see, there are cases in algebra or mathematics in general. For example, we have problems that we may be solving that the whole board will not be sufficient for us. So we cannot obey every step. Some steps, we apply techniques to go through them in a very easy way. So whenever we are expanding with a square, how easily do we do it? Now we say 4x minus 1 squared. So let me make another example here, like 4 plus 3p squared. Okay, so let's see how we apply a very simple way that we can avoid the three lines, 1, 2, 3. So what do? We square this. We also square this. If we square this, 4x squared is like 4x times 4x. What do we get? 16x squared. We also square this. Minus 1 squared is 1. Minus 1 squared is 1. Let us do the same. If we square this one, 4 squared, this 4 squared, we get 16. If we square this 3p, everything squared, we have 9p squared plus 9p squared. So how do we get the middle term? The middle term, what do? We say 2. You always start with 2 all the time. 2 times this. Always use 2. As long as the power is 2 here. 2 times this. So let's go. 2 times 4x is 8x. 8x times minus 1 is minus 8x. So likewise here, 2 times this. 2 times 4 is 8. 8 times 3p is 24p. So plus 24p. So this is what we do. So thank you for watching. Do not forget to like and share.